Okay, so we are going to attempt to cast this lever tonight. This is a automatic feed lever off of a old Bridgeport that our maintenance guy brought in and was going to attempt to repair. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually cracked right across here, and I super glued it together, and hopefully when I ram it up I don't destroy it. And I feel like the parting line in this I think it has to be cast like this. I think it has to be that, or maybe like that. No, because there's draft on it this way, so it's got to be cast laying down. All right, so we're gonna do it like this. Here is the. Let's see if I can lift this up a little bit. Okay, so this is the cope and the drag that I made at home from some leftover oak that I had laying around. As you can see, this has already been used. I did cheat. I tried it once already, just to see if I was going to be a total loser and it was going to be a total belly flop. Fortunately for me, it was not. It turned out really, really well, and I think it was really, really successful. The problem with these, and I'm going to change it, is they overhang, so you can't lay it down flat against the table and ram your stuff up. You have to hang that edge over the edge of the table, ram it up, and then, you know, flip it over and do all that stuff. Sorry about that. That was the air compressor. The thing is so obnoxious. Alright, so anyhow, like I was saying, I don't like this setup because you have to lay it across the edge of the table to ram your pattern up. I am going to make more of these, but I'm going to make them out of steel, just like Perry did on Swdweeb's channel. I will put a link in the description below. All of these parts are thanks to him. He was kind enough to share these designs with me when I was early on in this process, and I was able to 3D print them and use these for my first sand castings, which turned out really well. And I will show you guys. I will make a little quick video. I actually printed out 2 new patterns so that I could try it again and do them one at a time instead of trying to cast them both. It was really painful, but I'm rambling. That'll be another video at another time, but tonight we're doing this handle, and I'm gonna ram up one side of this thing and then we'll flip it over. This is gonna be in a regular casting too because of the bend in this thing, so I'll have to ram it up, flip the mold over, scoop out my parting line, and then once that's cleared and blown out, then I can lay the drag or the cope, whichever, on top of it, fill it, and then ram it up. I think it's actually the drag. I think the drag is on the bottom, the cope is on the top. I could be totally wrong, so don't quote me on any of that stuff. That's why I don't talk technical terms in my videos. So we're gonna try to cast this thing tonight and see how it turns out. I'm gonna leave the knob on it, just because I think it'll be cool to have that knob be cast in aluminum. We'll see how it turns out. Alright. I'm gonna roll my Petrobond over here and get my tools ready to go, and then I'll fire this thing back up. Okay, here we go. Got my Petrobond sand, which I obviously don't need for this, but since it's pre-mixed and it's already got the proper consistency, I'm gonna use it anyhow. I have my sock with my talc powder. I have a cosmetic brush. I have a trusty kitchen utensil and my other kitchen utensil. So let's try to get some of this sand into my flour muller and get this going. This takes so long. This is so time consuming. This is the we're missing a key step. I'm pulling a Perry here. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is what happens. A little overzealous, and then you forget to do stuff. So let's give ourselves the best possible chance that we can possibly have before I totally screw this thing up and completely and utterly ruin it, that side down, just like this. And let's talc it. There's probably way too much talc in here right now, and you guys may tell me that, which is okay, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. This is not really great at breaking up the large chunks, but it does do a pretty nice job. So we're going to fill this up. That part is actually compliments of my mother, who is the best cook I have ever met, and has really done a fantastic job of raising me. And she gave up one of her prized kitchen utensils as a sacrificial lamb for my YouTube channel and my projects. So thanks, Mom. And somebody's going to be able to critique my technique on this. No idea if I'm doing this right. There's some dry stuff in here from the last time, so it must really burn the goodies out. I should probably get a separate container for the stuff that's already been burnt. That way I don't have to continuously mix it in with my good sand, especially since I don't have a muller. By the way, there is a very nice gentleman who is always very supportive of my channel. His name is Tobho Mott. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. We've never got into specifics, but he is building a muller, and it is fantastic, and I can't wait to see the finished product. It's going to turn out awesome. I can't wait. So, alright, and these are my two other high-tech tools, which is just a 2x1 piece of aluminum 661 that I had laying around the shop, because I haven't had a chance to make my sand rammer yet. That was supposed to be my first casting project, but being the ADD OCD person, well, not OCD, ADD person that I am, I can't pay attention to anything for longer than 30 seconds, and within 30 seconds I've already forgotten what I was talking about, and I'm going on to the next project. So, you know, it's just it's par for the course for me. Somebody's going to criticize me for that too, because I don't have all the pores and bellies filled in, but you know what? I think for this handle that I'm not getting paid for, and technically my first cast on YouTube, I think it's going to be just fine. Actually, this will be a great example of what not to do. If you want to know what to do, watch Old Foundry Man and watch Swdweeb, and occasionally Paul at Paul's Garage gets into some casting also, and I've always enjoyed watching his channel as well. Oh, look, it's gone. Okay, now here for the fun part. I wish Tobho was here. He could guide me right through this. I never had shop class in high school. My high school was too poor. I went to a Catholic school, and we never did anything cool like this. I had an art class, which I think is what gave me my creativity that I took every year that I went. And my art teacher, Mrs. Overmiller, was fantastic. Hopefully she never sees this and realizes that I've mentioned her name now on the internet. And you know, I always had really good times in high school. You know, you look at it back then as a kid and you just don't realize just how fantastic life really is. And I don't know if this is a good enough parting line or not. I guess we're going to find out whenever I go to... The next step for me will be to set up some low pressure air so that I don't have to blow on this way, you know, while I'm recording a video. That's a bad move right there. That I should have left flush with that part. And I know this for a fact because it's got an angle on it, so that is going to be problematic whenever I go to... You know what? This is a learning experience. I'm going to do this. And then whenever I put the other side on top, and I ram it down, hopefully it pounds this flush. Whatever you do, kids, this isn't the right way to do it, so don't do this at home, you know. I'm sure that if Perry saw this, he would be freaking out. But we're just going to roll with it like that and see what happens. We are going to see what happens. Oh, I hit my walking goal for the day. Perfect. Okay. I think we definitely want to cut in up here because it's flush, you know, and have our vent. I don't know if I need a vent, nor do I know how to cut one in here. We're going to try this, just see what happens. I don't know what will happen. If anything, I might blow this thing up, who knows. I think that's definitely wrong. I mean, I know the placement of that. That is definitely incorrect, for sure. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. This is going to be a very fine example of what not to do ever, just so you guys know. Who knows what will happen here? This is just bad. This is just bad. Alright, so here's my pouring basin. compliments of Perry. I mean Swdweeb. Okay, there it is. Pouring basin. Okay, let's give this thing a wrap or two. I can't believe that actually held up. I am shocked right now. Okay, so we're gonna cut in right here. Okay. Trying to give myself a little tiny vent hole to force the aluminum this way. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this thing out of here. That I did not think about, so I'm gonna put you guys on hold and take a look at that real quick. Okay, because this is another irregular parting line, I'm really truly expecting a lot of this to cave in. Just because I'm such a newbie. Let's try this. Okay. Oh, damn it. I put a big cave in. Fuck. Okay guys, I'm going to try to get you close here so you can see what I've done here. This thing is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I had a big cave in right here, but that's just belt sander work. This thing is so thin, and I think we're still going to end up with a good line because of what we have over here. I'm trying to get you so you can see this. We're going to roll with this. I'm going to put these back together. I'm not going to do what Perry does. I'm not going to take the top off again and look at it because I just think every time you handle this sand, you're just asking for an opportunity to disturb something and cause something else to cave in. So I'm gonna just roll with this dude. I'm gonna see what happens here. This could be a total disaster. Okay, we're down. We're down. And that guy caved in a little bit, but I'm going to cave it in the rest of the way. Oh yeah, perfect, good job, you idiot. Okay. Alright guys, next up we're going to fire up the furnace and see just how this turd turns out, guys. I'm really sorry ahead of time. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to clean some of this stuff up while the burner's running and try to get some ingots melted. to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be very good. I know that handle wasn't very big, but it really didn't look like it took any aluminum at all. I guess we'll find out when we break the mold apart. Hopefully it's all right. If not, we'll just do it again. All right, I know it's still pretty loud in the background. I'm going to try to speak up so you can hear me. I am just super impatient, and with as quickly as this mold filled up and the fact that I didn't see anything come out of the other side makes me think this is going to be a total epic failure, and I really want to just open it up and see. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. Holy shit biscuits. Oh my god! That is awesome. Just goes to show you, you never quite know what you're gonna get. So, I mean, that to me looks like a pretty damn fantastic success. Wow, look at that, and the feeders just broke right off. So this thing's definitely not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, my god, for my second casting, dude, that is awesome. I don't care what anybody says, I'm pumped right now. This is cool as shit. Look at that! Look at that! That feeder broke right off. You know, I mean, it's probably because I did a terrible job of cutting it in, but I mean, there's very little cleanup work on this knob, and you still have the ability to pick up all the holes that were there. I mean, this is awesome. I'm really pleased with this, guys. I have a feeling that I have a future in casting. Check it out! Alright, I'm signing out. I'm going to finish cleaning these molds up. You guys don't need to see that. Tune in next time. We're going to check out that T-Rex skull.